Hey there guys, what's up? Ragtter here, welcoming you back to the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. There's been a new patch, and what better way to celebrate a new patch than by opening booster packs? I've been collecting these for a little while. It's not the greatest amount of packs, but we have a nice variety here. So we're going to start with the Black and White Plasma Freeze. And you'll notice some new animations. A bit of touch-up here and there. It's a nice patch. Adds a lot. Alright, so as always, we'll be focusing on these cards down here and just looking at the art for these, because these are unimportant. Rare number 1. It's Eradicate. Rare number 2. Hariyama. So our Hariyama card, and this is our reverse holo, which also happens to be a rare, has 120 HP. He also has the attack Fake Out, which does 30 damage for a fighting and a colorless energy. You flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. And Pivot Throw. During your opponent's next turn, any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is increased by 20. So that's a decent attack for relatively cheap, for what it is. But then it leaves Hariyama a bit more exposed. I don't know how I feel about that. I think the Furious Fists would add some cards that would make this much better, though. Alright, so our other rare is Eradicate. He has 70 HP, he is a Team Plasma Eradicate, and he has Transfer Junk. I got a little ahead of myself there if you couldn't tell. Transfer Junk. Put a Team Plasma Pokemon, a Team Plasma Trainer card, and a Team Plasma Energy card from your discard pile into your hand. That is really good, actually. That's really good. If you run a very Team Plasma-oriented deck, I could definitely see how this Eradicate would find its way into your deck. That's really good. We have Dragonair. And as with all dragon types, it has the weird 2 energy thing. It has 70 HP. The electric type attack Rat, or rather it's lightning in the trading card game, which is weird to me, but whatever. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed, and it does 20 damage, and Tail Smack, which does 50 and is green. Leaf, grass, I don't know. It's just what they are in the regular games to me, but they have different names in the trading card game. It's so weird. You have Onix with 100 HP. Tackle for 30 and Swing Around. You flip 2 coins, this attack does 60 damage times the number of heads. Potentially 120, potentially 60, potentially 0. All the RNG you'll ever need. And Frozen City. Whenever any player attaches an energy from his hand to one of his or her Pokemon, excluding Team Plasma Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So that's a way if you're running an exclusively Team Plasma-oriented Pokemon deck. This is a good way to whittle your opponents down. It's a good stadium. We also got a Hoothoot looking cute. Got a Beldum looking seldom. Timpole looking Jimpole. Ah, I had a thing! I had a thing going! Ah, Timpole, you ruined it! We have Nidoran, who also would have ruined it, to be quite frank. And Pawniard, who also would have ruined it. Hoothoot and Beldum know how to rhyme. Why don't you 3? Alright, we'll be done with that. Alright, next up is X and Y, the base. Oh. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I recognize a bunch of those common cards. Oh, and I got some new stuff. Let's see what our rare is. Sweet Mother Hubbard. Sweet Mother Hubbard. Xerneas EX, 170 HP, and Breakthrough, 3 energy for 60. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. That's not bad. And then X-Blast for 140 damage. This Pokemon can't use X-Blast during your next turn. Wow. That is something else. 170 is about average. So you kind of get your mileage out of that for a Pokemon EX card. And then using these two attacks in conjunction, I could definitely see how you would wear down your opponent. This is a cool card. I might try this in my Fairy-type deck. Our reverse holo is a Weedle, 50 HP, and Leaf Munch. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Grass-type Pokemon, this attack does 20 more damage. So potential 30 on turn 1, which is really nice. And it's just a Weedle, you boo. You'll be a Beedrill one day. You have a Doublade, 80 HP, and Dual Blades. Flip 2 coins, this attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. Potential 60 there. You have Inkay, we got 2 Inkay cards in here. 60 HP and Upside Down Evolution. Once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is confused, you may search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon. This counts as evolving this Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterward, and Confusion Wave. Both active Pokemon are now confused. And Illumise, one of my least favorite Pokemon, but this is some pretty nice card art. If only Illumise in the game looked like this. I mean, it kinda does, but it is way nicer here. Pheromotion! Search your deck for a Grass-type Pokemon, reveal it and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. And then Quick Attack. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 20 more damage. So potential 40 there, 70 HP. Pretty standard all in all. Next up is X and Y Flash Fire. Rip. Bum bada bum bum bum. Oh, that was just a 5-carder. Oh, now I'm sad. And we get a Lopunny. 90 HP and Big Jump. Once during your turn before you attack, you may return this Pokemon and all cards attached to it to your hand. Sit Down, Bounce. Flip a coin. If tails, this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn for 80 damage. There is a strategy with this Lopunny, but I do not know what it is. I know that you are supposed to do something very specific with Lopunny, but I have no idea how to work that card. We get Pokemon Center Lady. Heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions from one of your Pokemon. The Pikachu got ripped. You're going to fix it, right? You're going to fix it, Nurse Joy? Yeah, you are. You got a Pidgey, a Litleo, and a Spheal. It's a spherical seal. I love it. Alright, next up is Furious Fists. Oh, I still have that trade going on? Alright, well, we'll just leave that one then. I thought that trade expired, wow. Okay, 2 Primal Clash boosters then. I am looking for Gardevoir cards. Okay, Primal Clash booster, right? I am looking for Gardevoir cards. Please give me Gardevoir cards, please. Alright, here we go. Gardevoir, 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 Gardevoir. Gardevoir! I'm not gonna look up, closing my eyes. You can't see, but I can close my eyes. That's a Azumarill. 90 HP and Bubble Beam. Flip a coin. If head, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed for 30 damage and Superpower. Excuse me. Caught my own throat there. Superpower. You may do 30 more damage. If you do, this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. Not gonna lie, Azumarill. It is not that great. Nice looking card though, very pretty. You have a Lotad for our reverse holo. His attack is literally just beat. And 60 HP. We have a Bunnelby with a special Omega Barrage. This Pokemon may attack twice a turn. If the first attack knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon, you may attack again after your opponent chooses a new active Pokemon. Bunnelby's 2 attacks are Burrow, discard the top card of your opponent's deck, and Rototiller, shuffle a card from your discard pile into your deck. Now, I can see how this would be pretty useful. You could bring Bunnelby out very early on, and use its 2 attacks to mill away a lot of your opponent's cards. I don't really know how long Bunnelby will last for. I don't really know if that's a worthwhile strategy to pursue. I don't know how good mill is in Pokemon. But if you were going to try, Bunnelby seems like a good card to do it with. Escape Rope. Each player switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. Your opponent switches first. If a player does not have a benched Pokemon, he or she doesn't switch Pokemon. Escape Rope is always just a useful tech card to have. Rearranging the board is never a bad thing. And Bidoof. with Alpha Recovery. When this Pokemon is healed, double the amount healed. Well, I mean, I've never seen a Bidoof more at Bliss. Drench. If this Pokemon has any Water-type energy attached to it, this attack does 20 more damage. So a potential 40 coming off of that, that's not bad. We have another Bunnelby who isn't special. That's mean. We have another Spheal, which is way cuter than the other one. We have a Barbooch. We have a Torchic. And we have a Honedge to go with our Doublade. And now we open another. Here we go. Oh, hello. Got some new toys there. Ah, no God of War cards. Tangrowth, 130 HP. And Mega Drain. Heal 20 damage from this Pokemon, does 50 damage. And Grass Knot. This attack does 10 more damage for each colorless, or for each energy, in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. Not gonna lie, that's not the best Tangrowth card I've ever seen. I actually have a really good Tangrowth card that I love to use, but you are not it. Not bad card art though, it's very cute, very bubbly. Like, look how happy Tangrowth is. Our reverse holo is Chinchou. I love the lightning type cards. Wave Splash for 20, 70 HP, and look at that lightning, it's so neat. We have a Gorbis, 80 HP, and Captivate. Switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. And Psychic. This attack does 10 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Never a bad option to have, but not the best card. Mewtwo, EX, and Leafeon do it better, so. But if you're running a Water-type deck, I guess you could run Gorbis. Weakness Policy. The Pokemon this card is attached to has no weakness. Sounds like it would be really useful for things that are weak to water and lightning because of how common those cards are. And we have a Combuskin with 80 HP and Quick Attack. Flip a coin, if heads, this attack does 20 more damage, and Spiral Kick for 30. And that about wraps up everything we've got for this unboxing video. I hope you have enjoyed this booster cracking, and I'll see you next time, when I have hopefully amassed more. I mean, getting the boosters is the best part. I just won them all. I won all the boosters. Oh. Until next time, guys, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.